Yo, 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 what's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? So, today I wanted to talk about dating and paying for dates. And this audio is geared toward the ladies because what happens is what I notice is that a lot of times when women go on dates, and I hear a lot of women email me about this too, and I'm just like, yo, this is really not that serious. Where they'll go out on a date and they'll say, hey, I went out with this guy and he wanted to go Dutch. He wanted me to pay for my half of the date, or I went out with this guy and he only paid $15 to take us here, or I went out on this date and this guy, he was being cheap. And the thing is that a lot of women will interpret the fact that a guy is not paying a lot on the date to mean that he's not that into them, or to mean that, they say that this means that it will be how he's going to treat me later on in the relationship. They say, well, if he's, being this way now with money, then that means that it's showing how he's going to be later on in the relationship. And, so I just really need to let you ladies know this. This is a public service announcement to you women. Paying for dates is meaningless. It doesn't mean shit. It does not reflect on how he likes you. Do you understand? Let me tell you something about guys. And especially guys who are, hip to the game, guys who understand dating, guys who are good with women. And usually the guys that you really like, the ones that are good with women, they're not going around, taking you out to expensive dinners and all this shit on the first date. The first date is for you to get to know each other. That's it. That's what it is. It's for you to get to see if, hey, do I want to go out with this person again? Do I really like this person? What is this person about? See, when you first meet, let's say if you meet online or you meet in person for the first time or whatever, before the date is even happening, let's say a guy meets you at a bookstore and then y'all exchange numbers, right? Y'all didn't really get that much time to talk and spend time together, but he's like, yeah, I'll give you a call. He calls you up, and then now you're on the first date. Now he's seeing if he likes you. So the thing is that he feels he doesn't want to put out a whole bunch of money, and he doesn't want to spend all this money and time on you if he doesn't really know if he's into you yet. So sometimes guys will, take you out and not spend a lot of money because they don't know you. Do you understand what I'm saying? It doesn't mean they don't like you. It doesn't mean that this is how he's going to be for the rest of his life. And another thing about that too is that a lot of you ladies are jumping ahead. You're thinking, well, if he's only spending $10 on me on the date, or if he wants to go Dutch, this means this is how he's going to be when we're married or when we're in a relationship. He don't even know if he want to get with you like that yet. Stop jumping the gun. And that does not mean that he's going to be like that. Because again, he's seeing if he likes you, so he's not going to pay that much. And also, some guys, if you're thinking that, let's say you go out on a date and a guy takes you to like an expensive restaurant, right? And he pays for the whole shit. Now you're thinking, oh, this guy's so awesome because he paid for everything and this is how he's going to be and I really like him. That don't mean shit. This guy could just be paying for you because that's what he's been taught to do. That's how he thinks he's supposed to go about it. So he's like, you know what? I just pay for dates. That doesn't mean that he's going to, be a good husband or a boyfriend, or, there's more to that than just paying for dates. This is why I'm saying paying for dates is meaningless. Do you understand what I'm saying? He's probably just paying for the date because he thinks, and again, he could be doing that, because he's been taught to do that, or he's doing that to try to impress you because he knows that, certain girls think this way. So he's like, you know what? I'm gonna just do this little thing. I'm gonna play my part. Then, I'm gonna make her feel like everything is all cool and shit. Then, I'm gonna just fuck the shit out of her, and then I'm gonna just keep it moving. Ladies, I'm telling you, guys, stop thinking about all this other extra shit. When you're on a date with the guy, just see if you like the guy, like his personality personality, like what he's about, like what he's doing. Find out information about him and his life and all this other shit so you can make a decision if you want to see him again. Don't worry about, if he took you to get some hot dogs and you're like, he only spent like $2 at Great Papayas to buy me hot dogs. Fuck that shit. You understand? Like, you're missing out on being with good guys because you're up here judging them because of, the way they paid for the date, or they wanted you to go Dutch, and you thinking that you're worth. You say, well, I'm worth this. If you really like me, you do this. You know how many times I've had women say this whole thing where, if a man really likes you, listen, y'all are really overestimating how much you think guys care about you like that when they first meet you. You're overestimating it really just way too much. And this is why y'all fucking, you don't really get what you want. Because you expect the guy who just met you to just roll out the red carpet for you just out of the blue. And you got to understand that, these guys have been on dates and been out with other girls, and they've been through a whole bunch of other shit. So they're just like, you know what? I'm not really trying to go there sometimes. So this is why you'll get with a guy who is not going to spend all this money when he first meets you. You understand? You have to understand this. And that does not reflect on how he feels about you. So if you're thinking that it reflects on how he feels about you, then guess what? You're going to be missing out on, being with a good dude or whatever, because now, you don't want to call him now. You don't want to have nothing to do with him now because, he spent, $5 on coffee, but you were expecting him to take you out to dinner. Like, what? Like, come on now. And then you thinking, because he didn't take you out to dinner and spend all this money, that he doesn't like you. It's ridiculous. It's really ridiculous. So, I just wanted to let you ladies know that. And to let you ladies know that you have to understand the game. You have to understand how these things go down, because you don't want to keep making these same mistakes over and over again and making this happen. You understand? I remember a couple years ago, I wrote I did this article for the New York Times Fort Greene blog, and we were talking about this, and it was a woman who went out on a date, and I think the guy paid like $40 or something like that, and she was upset that he paid $40, and she was like, I'm worth more than this, and that means that he doesn't like me, and just going down this whole tangent of things that didn't mean what it meant. You understand? And the thing is that I remember in the article, I think she was saying that she actually liked the guy, but the reason why she didn't want to call him back was because, excuse me, was because he paid only $40 on a date. And I'm just like, what? I'm like, what are you expecting guys to, spend their whole rent check on you? Like, what's going on here? This is ridiculous. You understand? But yeah, ladies, make sure you understand the game. And in order for you to understand the game, you have to, really understand men and know what men are about. You feel me? This is why I write these books and have these audios for you ladies. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you pick up my book, It's Your Fault You're Single. Make sure you pick that up. Go to MrLocario.com and get It's Your Fault You're Single. Tips on finding Mr. Right and step up your game. All right, so that is it. If any of you ladies have any questions, hit me up at askmrlocario@gmail.com, and I will holler at you guys later. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace.